Welcome to another quick hits review video, guys. We are the 16th of December, so really dialing down now for Christmas. However, there are things still setting up out there. So currently in this trade, the dollar yen, it is a valid double top, which is coming to previous structure, and I'm playing for a little bit of an extension, 32 pips for 57 here. If you want to know how to work double tops, go ahead and check out the educational video on the website, freeforexeducation.co.uk. And what I'm going to do is just go around a few of the currency pairs. Nope. Okay, Aussie dollar. Sorry, pound Aussie. Okay, pound Aussie is, I thought, was going to be a low and tight flag, but it's not. It could very well turn out to be a triangle. So I'm going to talk through this particular trade because I am waiting to get involved with it. Let's zoom out a little bit. You can see we've been very bullish here, guys, and I am still working for the laptop, so again, apologies if there is any cutting out. So previous structure is this level just here, so I'm going to highlight just the wicks. Look at what we did. Boom, we held. Boom, we are also holding this structure level after a very large rally yesterday. Now this is the daily time frame, so if we get a lovely pin bar like this, this is going to give us tweezer tops. Okay, this is this candle formation here, tweezer tops. It's a sign that we're holding, and we could see a reversal. And this candle right here as well could be an inverted hammer with a very long wick at the top, very small wick at the bottom, and we've closed down in this 20%. Strong indication, particularly with tweezer tops and a holder structure, that we could at least see a small move to the downside. Going down to the 240. 240. Here on the 240, we did violate structure and go higher and put in this double top. Let's keep dropping down the time frames. I'm going to go down to the 60. And not too much, to be honest, guys. I'm expecting a move down to this level just here, previous structure. And in doing so, I'm then going to drop down to the 15-minute. So why do I think that price could come lower? Well, price moves between the higher structure and the lower structure. So this is the highest structure level up here, and down here we've already got the lower structure level. And what have we been doing? Well, we have had a move lower, a pullback. Now with this move lower, just here, we violated this level of structure but have not yet retested the lows. So we've had a 3-point move here. We've got a swing in the market. That swing in the market produced a relatively direct move, and could then be, if I do this, we could then see a triangle being formed. Now it's not a low and tight flag because it doesn't meet the rules, and I'll tell you why. Is if we put on a straight line just like this, and we look for 4 touches, we have 1, 2, right here, guys. We did not have a 3rd touch. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the educational material, but right here we did not test the close of the candles, so not a valid low and tight flag. But we've got a 3-point move, we're moving directionally, there's room to go lower. This could be like this. This could very well be a triangle because we are we're wedging here at the top. So what I'm going to be waiting for is the market to come up to this level and give me some sort of entry, and I'm then going to play for that 127 extension, and this will provide me a very nice reward to risk, just depending how the candle closes. So as usual for me personally, when we come up to this zone, I need to see a hold, I need to see a red candle, okay? Not just that we go up and we hold structure level with a green candle. I physically need to see a red candle, which shows me that there is some selling pressure. And if you want to be less aggressive, you can wait for a 3-bar reversal, a lower low, lower close, On the 15-minute, you can look for a double top or a head and shoulders. The number of things you can do is pretty endless, to be honest. So, and of course, if we don't get any of those and we just rally straight up here, well, then the trade is invalid and we do not take the trade. But if we get involved, say here, stops going ATR above the high, depending what our entry is, we may get a double bottom, something like that. And we would be looking at a risk to reward, something like depending what our entry is. So there could be here, guys, up for grabs, a nice cheeky 60. And that'll happen in the next few hours. So I'm going to put an alert up here and see how price reacts at that zone. So that's the pound Aussie. Aussie dollar CAD. Looks as though we could be coming lower, but I don't have anything on that particular trade. Pound CAD, potential flag pattern there. Keep an eye out for that coming into previous structure. I've set an alert for it. It may not be valid, and I won't be holding things like this over into Christmas. So, dollar CAD. Let's go out to the dailies on the dollar CAD. Give you a quick update on this. Dollar CAD. Well, we have been. Just going to have to alter this now. We have been adhering to this upper level, and remember guys, when we start to see trend lines like this, what do we always see? We see things like double tops, and we also see things like head and shoulders. And look at this, guys, move higher, pull back before structure. There's your left shoulder, move higher, pull back, move higher, structure held, confirm double top or double top, move lower. Right here, break below, close below the left shoulder, confirmation that we could be going lower. We see a pullback. Where do we see a pullback to? Here is the outside return. In particular, here is the wicks, which we came up to test. The only problem for me when I was waiting for an entry is the lower close was this big red one here. So I'm actually expecting a move lower. Now, if I also do this, guys, look at what we're starting to do here. We're starting to coil. So along the top, we're getting double tops, we're getting head and shoulders. Down here, if we get a valid double bottom, which is the rotation pattern that happens the most, then I'll be getting involved for a long up to this trend line just here, guys. Worth 200 pips. I used to harp on in the summer about how much I love these coiling patterns and how you can get involved with them and have a great reward to risk. And I missed it, but right here was the perfect entry. I mean, just to show you this, guys, I would have got involved here. Stops an ATR above the high. Just there, and my reward, boom, would have been just there. And I have many examples, live examples of these types of trades with rewards to risks like this and confirmed rotation patterns, double tops and head and shoulders. Well, the money is there for the grabbing, and I'm quite happy to look at buying the market up here. Now, for me, this is not a breakout pattern. This is just the market channeling, and we are doing that on both sides to a point where we will eventually break out. I don't think we're quite coiling enough to break out yet, so I do think that we could get an entry long here for a good 200 pips, and I'm going to go ahead and set myself a alert at that zone just down here. Let's move on, see what else we've got. So that was the dollar CAD covered. Pound CAD, okay. Dollar CAD, okay. New Zealand dollar. Those of you that can remember, New Zealand dollar finally hit. We had this massive head and shoulders here. We had this entry drawn out here, and that was my entry, and boom, we hit that trend line for 236 pips. I'm just going to go out to the dailies to show you this. So we had this lovely trend line. Look at what we did just here. Previous structure, we came into it, we put in a confirmed head and shoulders, and boom, we are now up at this level. And look what's happening right here. We've put in a bit of an indecision candle. The RSI has gone overbought. You could potentially look for a shorting opportunity here. Not that interested. It's not really moving in a way that would interest me, but watch out for some sort of rotation pattern there. What else do we have? Pound dollar 240 potential flag pattern if we can come lower and get an entry. Exactly the same on the pound yen, potential flag pattern. Euro pound, potential flag pattern. Euro Aussie is just done nothing lately. Nothing on the Euro yen. Euro New Zealand, nothing there either. Euro dollar, nothing. And the dollar yen, which is the trade that I am now currently in. So again, guys, dialing down for Christmas. December has been awesome. November was awesome. Really finishing strong for the year, which is great. Which is really great because it was a real bad summer for me. And I'm away just after Christmas. I'm actually leaving for Spain in a couple of days. I'm signing my house over. And then I'm on a 2-week cruise. I'm back about the 14th of January, at which case I will be set to come back and start my trading. And there's going to be a little bit of difference in my trading going into next year to this year, because I have a lot of work here in the UK. I've got, as you know, some elderly family that I'm looking after. Family that doesn't want anyone else looking after them other than immediate family. So that's why one of the reasons I'm back. I've got a lot of other work to do with non-related trading. But you know, guys, I've really, really enjoyed trading off the higher time frame because your risk to reward is substantially better. You get more confirmation because the higher the time frame, the stronger the signal with the candles. And I had 2 trades last week. Both of them had 6-to-1 rewards to risk, and they came off, guys. And I added multiple positions to them. So those pips that I've earned is great, but because I was able to add to those positions as well, I have really racked in the return on investment during the last 2 months, and I've really, really finished strongly. Which I'm really happy about. So I'm in a little trade here as well. It's the dollar yen, it's not the pound. And we'll wait and see if we get this move lower and set that alert again. I don't know why it's disappeared. And again, just on this trade, guys, if we hit the lows here, I'll move to break even and just see if we can get that continuation. So I will be doing more of these quick hit review videos when I have time. I'm incredibly busy at the moment, but I'll come back tomorrow and do you another one.